Hello and welcome to Florida Tax Watch. My name is Chris Berry. I'm the Director of Communications and External Affairs, and I'm joined today by two of our policy experts, Vice President of Research Bob Nave and Vice President of Development and Economist Kyle Baltic. We're here to talk about Amendment 2 on this year's ballot. Amendment 2 would incrementally increase the minimum wage in Florida to $15 an hour by 2026. What's the reason someone would vote for this amendment?
By increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour incrementally over a few years, a few things happen. One, in theory, you will lower dependence on social welfare programs. That could be Medicaid, food stamps, anything that you might need by making a lower salary. If you increase the salary, you're then increasing the living standard and giving people more opportunities to provide for their families. Proponents also say that if by increasing it incrementally, that businesses will have time to adjust to the price changes and adjust to the changes in their cost of staff. So by doing so, the idea is that you'll really lift up the economy of Florida, give people more opportunities while having a minimal negative impact.
Bob, what's the reason to vote against this amendment? What does our analysis show?
Opponents argue that the benefits Kyle talked about will be offset by lost jobs, reduction in employee hours, and increases to prices paid by consumers. Kyle talked about big businesses being able to absorb the cost of this. And there are a number of large corporations in Florida that are already paying $15 an hour. And they're able to absorb these increased labor costs through economies of scale and through other measures. It also puts their small business competitors at a disadvantage economically. By forcing small businesses to have to pay their employees $15 an hour, puts small businesses in a position where they either have to lay employees off, reduce their hours, or increase the prices paid by consumers.
So Bob, you're sort of our resident expert on this issue, having written the Amendment 2 report, the standalone report that we put out on Amendment 2, as well as most of the voter guide. There's another piece to this, which is the current COVID situation. What does our analysis show that the impact of this might be, given where we are right now?
Well, I think the timing could not be worse in that regard. There are thousands of Florida businesses that are struggling to reopen or remain open because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And putting this additional burden on them at this time cannot be good for small businesses in Florida.
So given all the things that we've heard about, what is Florida Tax Watch's recommendation on this amendment?
Tax Watch recommends that voters reject Amendment 2.
So for everybody out there, if you want more information on Amendment 2, we've written a standalone report on Amendment 2 that you can check out at the link at the end of the video, as well as our entire voter guide, which is available in English and Spanish on the Tax Watch website.